This is review for Chapter 2, Go Math. First problem, we have 18 into 522. We first estimate using easy numbers. We call that compatible numbers. Okay? The 18 I will make a 20. The 52 I will go to 600 on. 600 divided by 20 gives me an estimate of 30. I now have a pretty good estimate and I'm ready to do this problem. First step is I always write down on the side a couple of multiples of my actual divisor. In this case, the divisor is 18. So on the side, I'm going to do 18 times 2. Eighteen times 3. I now have a good starting point. Okay? As you can see, I cannot use the 3 for my first quotient. I have to go with the 2. That 2 goes right on top of the 2 in the dividend. 18 times 2 is 36. I now subtract. I have 16, and as we know, we bring down the 2. I now have a divisor of 18, and I am dividing it into 162. I do not know my 18 times tables very well. That's why I am going to write it on the side. I know 18 times 3 is 54. That means 18 times 6 will be 108. I'm getting closer. Let me try 18 times 8. I have 144. Okay, if I were to add another 18 to that and go to 18 times 9, I might get a little bit closer to my 162. As I always say, try it out, use your scrap paper, do the problems. 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 7 is 6. And look at that, I have an exact value, which I always like, meaning there won't be any remainder here. So I'm going to use the number 9 in my quotient. 18 times 9 is 162. I subtract, and I now have my answer of 29 with no remainder. As you can see, it is very close to my estimate that I did before the problem of 30. Everything checks out there. I will now go on to the next problem. This next problem asks you how many 37s go into 529. Now I know, okay, I know when estimating, I'm going to keep this 37 and I'll divide it into 370. Just for a quick little estimate, I'm using easy numbers, and I'm beginning this problem with an estimate of about 10. Okay? I know at least it'll be around the number 10. This way, if I get an answer of 107, I know I have to go back and really check it out. If I get an answer of 17, it's a possibility. I'll check my work still, but it's a possibility. So let's now do the problem. 37 into 529. My first number will be a 1. 1 times 37 is 37. I subtract. Get 15. I now bring down the 9. I don't know my 37 times tables too well, So I'm going to come up with a couple of multiples of 37 on the side. 37, I know it's close to 40. 40 goes into 60 about 4 times. So let me start with the number 4. There's 148. Looks like I could stop right there. I have the next digit in my quotient. That digit will be 4. 4 times 37 gives me 148. I am left with a remainder of 11 over 37. Always check your work. You will check this problem by multiplying 37 times 14 and adding the number 11 to that, and you should get 529. This is 2-digit division for review of Chapter 2's Go Math test.